Morning, everybody. The Dixie Dregs, later changed to just the Dregs. This is from their Freefall album, which was their initial, what do they call that? The something release? The not the initial release, but the well, anyway, there was their first album. Hand Jig is the name of the song, released in 1977. See, this is why people say music from the 70s is good stuff. Here's a good example of it. If you like this kind of stuff. If you don't, debut album. That's what I was trying to think of in the very beginning. Debut. Debut. Their debut album. Another band that I was listening to about the same time, or no, I discovered them later, but their albums were released about the same time as this, late 70s and what have you. Sea Level. If you've never listened to Sea Level, check them out. Chuck Leavell. They were kind of part of the Allman Brothers, a bunch of these guys, and then they split away, and how that worked, I don't know, because I mean, the Allman Brothers, you think of the Allman Brothers as, you know, the guys from Fillmore East and all that, but there was Chuck Leavell and a few others in the band that maybe they were just touring. I don't know. I'll have to look that up and get the actual facts on that bit of history. But they did have something to do with the Allman Brothers, and every once in a while, if you listen to Sea Level, you can hear a little bit of an Allman Brothers kind of a influence in there, which is kind of neat. I love that stuff. When I first started discovering that bands were connected, pardon me, I ran out of oxygen, that bands were connected here, there, and one came from here, and like with Crosby, Stills, and Nash. You know, at first I'm thinking, well, it's just the band, and that's what they've always been. And then I started hearing, wait a minute, Graham Nash was in the Hollies? No way. You know, David Crosby was from someplace else, and Stills was someplace else, and then Neil Young come traipsing on in there. Yeah, that was like really interesting to me. So I, you know, of course had seen the light, and it was like, no, they aren't just like this unit that just pops out of nowhere and they are a band. No, there was a whole lot of cross-pollination going on, which is quite cool. All right, that's that. Enough of me yapping. The Dixie Dregs from 1977, Hand Jig from their debut album, Freefall. All right, folks. Later.